everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before I start today's vlog, I wanted to thank each one of you for being a part of my journey. We are a family of 3,000 now. Feels surreal. Thank you so much, and I wish you continue to be a part of my channel and encourage me to share all the experiences I have. So today's vlog is all about the NYC bus tour. I will tell you all the tricks and tips of how to literally see the entire New York City at night in just $20. You heard me right, just $20. If you Google bus tours, you'll see they start from $45 to $55. But you don't have to pay that price. Watch the full video till the end to find out how my friends and I got such a good deal, and of course the experience was mind-blowing. The Big Bus Tours Downtown Loop service provides an efficient tour of Lower Manhattan's iconic sites without having to navigate the city's crowded and hectic downtown on foot. If you consider the time and the dollars spent on trains, subs, waiting for buses, navigating the subway, which can often be really confusing for first-time visitors, and getting from one point to another, it is worth every penny. I have lost count on how many times I have visited NYC, but for some reason or the other couldn't do the bus tour. It is such an iconic and touristy thing to do in NYC. The buses usually leave from the Times Square area, where you will see double-decker buses always parked. You could also book tickets prior, but I will not advise that. Like I mentioned before, tickets are $45 to $55 per person depending on the time and slot. We did not book tickets online, we thought we'll purchase them at the spot. Firstly, there are so many bus tour companies providing the tour, it's a competitive area. People will be behind you to strike a deal. If you see the hoardings, it's written $19 flat. But that's not true. You pay $19 only if you agree to sit downstairs in the bus, which is covered. Until and unless you sit on the top, you won't be able to experience it. So that's just a price written to lure you. We simply did a hard negotiation, nothing else. We were 7 people including a child, which is considered a group, so we had the bandwidth to negotiate. They told us $19 is for the lower deck of the bus, but if you want a seat on the top, you pay a whopping $40 each. So it was almost coming to $300 including taxes for all of us. Like I said before, you stick to your price and pay in cash to get the price down. So we literally paid just $20 each, half the price of what they were asking. They cannot afford to park the bus too long in the area. They are also in a hurry to fill it up and get it going and maximize the trips for the day. All of us were so happy to get a seat on the upper open deck, and also at such a great price. It feels like we have conquered the world. These little things give us so much happiness. But the reality is we were so happy because we were all together during the bus tour. It's the togetherness and being able to be in each other's company that makes us so happy. Anyway, back to the bus tour. Oh, I forgot to mention one more thing. If you want the bus tour at such a price, you gotta wait a little for them to fill it up. It was almost a 30-minute wait till they started the tour. While seeing New York from the open-top deck of the double-decker bus, the city unfolded block by block with panoramic views from every angle. As we traveled through the streets, the sights were unobstructed and new visual backdrops were revealed. The towering skyscrapers and colorful billboards filled the air with excitement, and the cityscape continued to change. It gave a grand feeling to the experience. This is the world's largest departmental store at Macy's on the 34th Street. With over 1 million square feet of space, the shop offers 10 stories of brands and services. New York City comprises 5 boroughs sitting where the Hudson River meets the Atlantic Ocean. At its core, it is Manhattan, a densely populated borough that's among the world's major commercial, financial, and cultural centers. Its iconic sites include skyscrapers such as the Empire State Building and sprawling Central Park. Broadway theater is staged in neon-lit Times Square. The night tour with entertaining host reveals its true magnificence as the city that never sleeps glows with millions of light. The double-decker New York evening tours takes us from Times Square down Fifth Avenue to Empire State Building, Greenwich Village, Chinatown, and Little Italy before crossing over to Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Bridge is beautiful at any time of the day, but sunset is a great time to visit, so is the night time. From the pedestrian walkway, you can take in the views of Brooklyn at one end and Manhattan at the other. Not to mention the Statue of Liberty, all of which looks fantastic when they are lit up in the evening. Brooklyn Bridge, New York is an amazing engineering feat and one of the oldest steel wire suspension bridges in the United States. Completed in 1883, it has a main span of 1595.5 feet, which made it the longest suspension bridge in the world until 1903. When it was built, some people were afraid it was unsafe. So on 17th May 1884, P.T. Barnum, the famous circus owner, proved it was completely stable by leading a parade of 21 elephants over it. The bridges of New York hold a special place in the hearts of New Yorkers. Not only do these bridges help commuters and tourists get around the city, but these massive structures also symbolize the Big Apple's culture and economic importance. Along with the Empire State Building and Central Park, there are recognizable NY bridges like the Brooklyn Bridges, the Manhattan Bridge, and the Bow Bridge. You'll find impressive bridges in Manhattan and the other boroughs of New York City. Some are for pedestrians only, while others have multiple lanes of traffic, but they all provide lovely views of the city and its surroundings. Plus, you may be surprised by how old some of these bridges are. The Brooklyn Bridge is easily considered the most famous bridge in New York City. As an iconic symbol of the Big Apple, the bridge is a US National Historic Landmark and one of the most popular viewpoints in NYC. We were almost at the end of the bus tour. The bus would take us all the way back to Times Square where we started, and also they made us go through Manhattan Bridge 2 times to savor the view if you're not satisfied enough with once. What a great experience! It was a really wonderful, entertaining, and relaxing activity. An hour and a half to ride up and down New York City and over the Manhattan Bridge and back. Well time spent at great price. The service of the staff was also outstanding as they were considerate and helpful when it came to many elderly people deboarding. This was absolutely a memorable one. Maybe I will again come back during winters to take a day bus tour. I'm sure even that will be great. It was almost 11 and we were super hungry. Everyone was craving for biryani, so we drove to Journal Square in Newark to a borough called India Square, where we would dine. This is basically a place where you get Indian and Bangladeshi groceries and many related things. It's also called Little India. We ordered for biryani, enjoyed it, and super happy. All of us had a great day. Thank you everyone for watching. If you liked the video, put a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Bye bye.